Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Broadcasting text 19 of chapter 13, Nature of the Enjoyer and Consciousness of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Text 19. Iti kshetram tatha jnanam jneyam choktam samasatah madabhakta etada vidnyaya madabhava yopapadyate. Thus the field of activities, the body knowledge and the knowable have been summarily described by me. Only my devotees can understand this thoroughly and thus attain to my nature. The Lord has described in summary the body knowledge and the knowable. This knowledge is of three things: the knower, the knowable and the process of knowing. Combined, these are called Vidnyan or the science of knowledge. Perfect knowledge can be understood by the unalloyed devotees of the Lord directly. Others are unable to understand. The monists say that at the ultimate stage, these three items become one. But the devotees do not accept this. Knowledge and development of knowledge mean understanding oneself in Krishna's consciousness. We are being led by material consciousness, but as soon as we transfer all consciousness to Krishna's activities and realizes that Krishna is everything, then we attain real knowledge. In other words, knowledge is nothing but the preliminary stage of understanding devotional service perfectly. In the 15th chapter, this will be very clearly explained. Now to summarize, we may understand that verses 6 and 7, beginning from Mahabhutani and continuing through Setana Dhrutiha, analyze the material elements and certain manifestations of the symptoms of life. These combine to form the body or the field of activities. And verses 8 through 12 from Ama Nitvam through Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam describe the process of knowledge for understanding both types of knower of the field of activities, namely the soul and the super soul. Then verses 13 through 18, beginning from Anadi Matparam and continuing through Rudhi Sarvasya Visthitam, describe the soul and the supreme lord or the super soul. Thus three items have been described: the field of activity, the body, the process of understanding, and both the soul and the super soul. It is especially described here that only the unalloyed devotees of the Lord can understand these three items clearly. So for these devotees, Bhagavad Gita is fully useful. It is they who can attain the supreme goal, the nature of the supreme Lord Krishna. In other words, only devotees and not others can understand Bhagavad Gita and derive the desired result. Thank you.